So if anyone needs to remove jackets or things, go right ahead. Are these individuals witnesses? And would we be asking for sequestration, or are they just support?
Your Honor, yeah, I believe support. I'm not sure. We talked outside the courtroom. I think we agree that the property does have to be sold at sheriff's sale. So.
All right. Well, that makes everything else easier, I think. We will go on the record in the matter 25 CV 99, Paul Mashad versus Lisa Lofquist. Appearances are we have both parties appearing in person. Mr. Mashad appears in person with counsel Adam Benson. Ms. Lofquist appears in person with counsel Priscilla Dorn Cutler. We were set here for a contested court trial over a property issue. The parties have had some discussion prior to this morning's hearing, and it's my understanding that the parties have reached an agreement that this property should be sold at a sheriff's sale. Ms. Dorn Cutler, is that your understanding?
It is, Your Honor, and that sheriff's sale would be pursuant to Chapter 815. And I am representing the defendant in this matter, but I am willing to take care of the details of that sale and publish the notice and get that notice to the sheriff.
Okay, and Mr. Benson, anything else you want to add?
No, Your Honor, that is the agreement. It does need to be sold. And I think in the meantime, we would exchange numbers to try to come to a resolution on who has what interest in the property.
All right, that sounds great to me. Mr. Mashad, you've had discussions with your attorney and there's been negotiations. And are you in agreement that this should be placed and put up for a sheriff's sale?
Yes.
And
That's affirmative.
thank you. And Ms. Lofquist, the same to you? Yes. Okay. All right. Then I will direct that Ms. Dorn Cutler do all of the necessary requirements as it relates to the sheriff's sale and have everything approved by Mr. Benson to ensure that we can get this done in a very quick manner. Both Mr. Benson and Ms. Dorn Cutler will work together to negotiate or to discuss who has what interest in this property and then where we go from here. Anything else you would like to place on the record, Mr. Benson?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Dorn Cutler?
Yes, and then after the sheriff's sale takes place and whatever confirmation there may need to be, I have to review that Chapter 815. Would we just contact you to schedule another hearing then?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, then if that's all, then we are adjourned. We will go on the record in the matter 24 CT 107, State of Wisconsin versus Kurt Matrius. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Matrius appears in person without counsel. We're set today in this matter for a return on warrant status conference. Mr. Matrius, why did you miss the last court hearing?
No, because I didn't have this done and I had to reschedule my Aurora appointments.
Okay, so then because you rescheduled it, you didn't think you needed to come to court?
Well, yeah, I just didn't have a ride or nothing.
Okay, next time you need to make sure that you can call either the clerk of courts or my assistant and explain that situation, because more likely than not, I would have said, okay, let's just adjourn it instead of issuing a warrant, okay?
Yep.
So you rescheduled your Aurora appointment. When
Yep.
is that scheduled for?
For June 25th.
June 25th. We got to get this matter moving.
I had to repay this one or again too.
And I'm going to guess because you didn't comply and do
Yeah.
what you needed to do and you missed it, you actually missed it, and they
Yeah.
don't like that. Mr. Schmidt, this is an operating after revocation. Is it possible if I can just put it on the ADA's week?
Yes.
Because otherwise we're going way out. So June 25th, you said?
Yes.
I'm going to schedule you for 9 9:30 on July 9th, okay? 9:30, July 9th. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come here with whatever Aurora gives you and their plan, which says what you're going to need to do and how many times and all of those things before you're able to get your license, okay?
Yep.
So we'll see you July 9th at 9:30. You can come up here and get your notice and you're free to go. Thank you. Mr. Pardun? We will go on the record in the matter 26 CM 52, State of Wisconsin versus Jacob Pardun. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Pardun appears in person without counsel. We're set here today in this matter for a status conference. At this time, Mr. Pardun, are you still representing yourself?
I'm currently supposed to ask for a continuance for Steve Zuber. I'm supposed to be hiring him.
Okay, you're going to be hiring Steven
Yes.
Zuber? All right, he's a great attorney. Is there restitution that's being sought?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much?
2,150.
Even?
Yes.
He does not have an attorney right now, so I can hear an offer because I have no notice of retainer. I just have the fact that he is intending on retaining Mr. Zuber. What is the offer, Mr. Schmidt?
I need to talk to the victim before I do one again. The victim contacted us apparently 2 days ago, and I think I need to speak
Okay.
with her again before then.
That makes sense. Okay, this is the one that was filed yesterday. I looked at that supplement for restitution, and the victim contacted you yesterday, so I
But
understand.
2 days ago.
Or 2 days ago, so you need to do some talking. I'm not sure, Mr. Zuber practices here. Are you okay if he appears by video conferencing?
Yes.
I'm going to see if he has any open cases right now or if he's coming back. I'm not sure he does, but let's see. He does actually, but it's a case that I am not on. So but June 29th, 1:30, that's a final pre-trial. That's too close. I'm gonna set a date and then you just talk with Mr. Zuber and you can let him know that the court is okay with him appearing by video conferencing. And now my calendar's frozen. There we go. This is a Mr. Schmidt case. I do have to put it on an ADA week, Mr. Schmidt, and that would be the week after you get back from vacation. I do have that you are off still on July 7th or July 6th. Could you either yourself appear or have the ADA be able to read or provide whatever the offer is?
I mean, I can guarantee someone will be there, but I can't guarantee I'll be able to talk to the victim before then, because it's
Before
going to be up
July
to her
9th.
if she's available. I'll have Vicky call them today and see if she can set something up.
Okay. July 9th at 9:15. July 9th at 9:15. Hopefully that works for Mr. Zuber. So you can come up here and get your notice and then just make sure you call him and that he can appear or he'll try and reschedule if he can't, okay? Thank you. We are adjourned. Mr. Kuski, I would like to let you know, we do not have anyone else here. I know that there was some indication that perhaps we would
Okay.
But we do not, so I do not need you. We don't need to go
Okay.
on the record unless you want to. I'm totally fine.
Just one thing in reviewing the documents, Your Honor, I do see in our order, it's missing the paragraph asking that the bid amount in the amount of $55,001 be released to the plaintiff.
All right, so why don't I just discard this one and trash it and you add that and send me a new one?
Will do.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I believe Ms. Hibbs was here for that as well? Or is she
Yes.
not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, you two are free to leave. Thank you.
Thank
Or
you very much.
whomever is a part of that. We will go on the record in the matter 26 CF 37 State of Wisconsin versus Shane Cook. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Cook appears in person with counsel James McLaughlin. We're set today in this matter for a status conference. Mr. McLaughlin, please update the court.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cook has some things to accomplish before the parties can reach resolution. I want the court to know that he did suffer the loss of his wife's significant other since our last meeting, which is unfortunate. It has put a mild delay in the effort, and I think the court may recall that the parties met to detail some things that he must accomplish prior to resolution. I would ask for an additional 60 days to have him accomplish those items. And I'm telling him that would be at the next resolution conference. We would state to the court either the party has reached agreement or we would set it for trial.
Thank you. May I ask what happened to your wife?
She stopped breathing.
I didn't.
Were you married to Mr. Evans' sister?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for your loss. That is very tragic. I'm very sorry to hear that. Okay, let's get. How are you handling? How are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're still working,
Yes.
hanging out with good and positive friends?
His very thoughtful employer is still here with him today, Your Honor.
I
That's right.
see her right there, right behind. This is a Mr. Schmidt week, I think.
Wednesday morning is almost always good for me, Judge, if that's okay with
I
you.
know Wednesday morning's almost always not great for me. I have everything else scheduled, but
Well, we can try another day. Pardon me.
no, I'm trying to find any day, quite honestly. I don't want to push it this far, but I could do Wednesday, August 26th at 10.
I have unfortunately, Judge, at 9, I have an OWI 8 plea and sentencing hearing. So I apologize for that.
Where is that?
And just like that, this courtroom session wraps up with several very different stories unfolding. From a property headed for sheriff's sale to missed hearings, restitution, and even a deeply personal loss. The judge is balancing procedure with real-life circumstances, showing that behind every docket number is an actual person dealing with consequences, deadlines, and sometimes tragedy. Which moments stood out to you the most?